Good morning. It's Wednesday after all. Yesterday that got done, so that's did where it needs to be. I was planning today to start on this, but I was recently informed I have an engagement, an appointment, dentist. Yay. So, what I'm going to do is to take this clutter of tools and move it over to the other side and do that coil spring. And control arm and shock absorber, get that back together. So then that's done. That's kind of the most fiddly part here. The rest of it, like the lower control arm, radius arm, tire, that's all bolt together stuff. This was actually a little bit of fighting. The rest of it should not be a fight. I gotta take the knuckles apart and clean them. So I need a day of cleanup for washing parts. That might be Friday. And then I'll have stuff ready to go for Saturday. And I can possibly get this thing back on its wheels before the end of the week. That's the main goal anyway. So without further ado, I'll get on with it. Well, that sure went quick. I don't even talk about the fiasco on the other side when one of these slipped and I had to do it all by hand and fight to get it back into position. That's why I like having two pairs of these, so I can leave the coils done. So anyway, new coil spring is in. Next, I just gotta wait for the paint to dry so I can put the shock absorber in. Who am I kidding? Shock absorber's going in right away. So, yeah, this went incredibly well. I went maybe 30 minutes. So I'm happy about that. As you can see, most of it is jacking around with these silly wrench things. Yeah, so next is shock absorber. Then I'm gonna have to probably jack it again. Yeah, so yeah, I'll just work on that next. Oh, and I gotta tighten up these guys on the bottom. Don't forget that. Okay, so I'm gonna move on and move forward, whatever, continue. coffee break took a little longer than I planned. As you see, I got the shock in. Everything's all bolted in and tight again. Shock's mounted. I guess I'm gonna spray this, so when we hang the fender, it's black at least. Also, that patch that I welded in on this side, this patch right here, I gave it a shot of seam seal and some paint. So that's good. What I should do is touch up paint on the engine side here. Yeah, I'm gonna give her just a little schnotta. Fix up some runs, or make some more runs, I don't know. Oh, might be out of paint. Could probably use like a complete rattle canning once over again, but I got to deal with those welded up messes. I don't know if I'm going to do anything with them until after. Maybe I'll blow all the filings away from grinding on that part. Yeah, do some touch up down to one can. I think I'm pretty much at the end. I'll have to maybe get a couple more. Yeah, so there we go. That's done. The other side's done. The rest of it's all bolt-in stuff. Kind of get my caster. I can't do much with caster till I got an engine in it. So get the wheels on it, get it rolling so I can put it outside, and then I can move forward with yank. I should put this back in again, but I don't think I'm going to. What I'm going to do is just move forward with pulling the engine out. I may try and make it standalone in the car and then drop it out and then see if it'll start on the floor. That's the goal. So we'll try that and take it from there. At this point in time, I'm going to do a little bit of welding in the morning, and then I think it was supposed to happen today, but it didn't, just because of my appointment that's up shortly. So I want to dedicate the time tomorrow to it, because I have to cut the column. And I think there's some papers in here that tell me how to do it. All power steering hoses. Okay, so there's no literature there. Let's just examine, explore. This is new to me. The last early Mustang I did was a 65, and I put rack in it. Rack and pinion, manual rack and pinion. If I was going all that trouble, I think myself personally, I would have gone power, but why am I doing this? I hate shredding these boxes, because you never know. Something has to go back. At least you can repack it back in the original stuff. One more. Yeah. There we go. Oh, there's papers. What else we got in here? That one. Oh, well, there goes 11 in. '68, '69 Mustang power conversion box, 1 1/8 sector shaft. Half rag joint connects conversion. 68, '69 factory collapsible column. it may be necessary to trim some of the outer column tube off to allow the inner shaft to collapse far enough for installation. Huh. Okay, so it's not that big a deal. Oh, same. Okay, so basically I gotta drive that thing upwards into the column. I misunderstood what somebody had told me, that I had to cut the steering shaft. I might have to trim the column. So that actually makes this installation a little easier. Is it actually collapsible? Let's investigate. Just so I know what I'm getting into tomorrow. And wow. And she went. I am just shocked. Can you go more? She went right to the end. Hope I don't have to get it out. Okay, well, that answers that. I guess tomorrow will be, it might be easier than I thought. So, I gotta pull a pitman off of this thing. That's not a big deal. I don't think he got me a new one because it's a non-wear part. Yeah, that's non-wear. So, yeah, we should be good to go. So, on that note, I'd like to thank you both for watching, and we'll see you again tomorrow.